Salve YouTube, and welcome to this Rome Total War online multiplayer video. This is the second video in my Return to Rome series, and today I'm playing again with the Romans, the Julii, as you can see, because red is just so awesome. And grassy flatlands against Carthage, couldn't get more classical than this, guys. Let's take a look at my army real quick. I think this was a 15k CWB battle. I've got 4 units of Praetorian cavalry, gold again, similar to the last battle. My infantry force is now composed of 5 units of these urban cohorts, again gold. You can see that I'm pretty much spamming these urban cohorts just because, you know, they're sort of easy to win battles with, hard to rout, very tough and sturdy units. But yeah, I've got 5 of those. I've got 1 unit of Archer Auxilia, and it's rocking with gold attack and a bronze defense chevron. Well, not chevron, shield, I guess. 3 units of these Roman archers, and they'll also have the same upgrades. And you can see that I've brought a little bit more skirmish contingent than last time in this battle, because I know that I will be able to outshoot Carthage. My only concern was the cav department, but we'll see how that goes. Let's take a look at my opponent's army. My opponent today is Scarus 1000, and at his front line he's got a crest similar to the crest of Cannae by Hannibal. He's got 2 units of these Iberian infantry, and this one has gold attack, and I think this one is gold. Indeed it is. He then has 6 units of these Sacred Band hoplites, and these guys are quite tough, but he doesn't have many upgrades on them. It appears that each one of them has 3 upgrades in total. Behind that he's got a line of slingers, and these guys are actually gold. He's got 4 of those. His cav is quite potent. He has silver Sacred Band hoplites, and these the Sacred Band cavalry. Sorry, one of them is silver, and then he has like 5 that are, or 4, no, 5 indeed, that are probably silver bronze. 2 round shields cav, and these guys have silver bronze as well. So I don't really necessarily like the way his army is set up. I don't like the way it stands up to my army. I know I need to be really aggressive in this fight. I can't just stand around. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do here is peel off 2 of my urban cohort units to the sides of my army. I want to be able to support my cav on my urban cohorts. I know I can use some pila, and I know that I will be able to win those fights if I can micro my cav correctly. So I'm going to push on the left flank here, saying that he has the round shield cav. You know, I'm thinking 2 gold Praetorian cav can probably take on these 4 cav with my urban cohort support. But as you can see, I'm walking my units all around the place because I'm thinking in Shogun perspective, where you right click, you know, drag, and they sort of just run. But that's not happening here, so definitely some micro mistakes on my part. I am trying to sort of trap these guys, as you can see, but you can tell that my micro is a little bit suffering here. At this stage I decided to start pushing his slinger line with my urban cohorts, because I know that I need my archers to be here as long as I can. And there you go, the first micro mistake of the battle. I let this Praetorian cav get caught, unfortunately for me, and they're going to start running back here in a bit, and they are indeed going to start routing. My urban cohort unit does catch this round shield cavalry, which is not too bad. And I am going to begin a push on the right side with my cav, and my infantry are now close to my opponents. But look at this, guys. I forgot to turn fire at will on, and my urban cohorts are just going to stand there when they could have fired so many pila shots. And my opponent, taking advantage of that, is going to press his Iberian infantry on my flanks. But you can see that his cav got detached from the battle. At this point, I was really hoping he doesn't attack my archers, and he didn't. He's actually going to go for this unit of Praetorian cav paired with the urban cohort unit, which is perfect for me. My archers are busy shooting at my opponent at this stage. So you can see on the right flank that indeed I got caught again with my Praetorian cavalry, so my opponent has so much cav advantage on me right now, and I need to be able to do something about it. So I am going to allow my urbans here to fire some shots at these Sacred Band hoplites. They're going to shoot at them from the back, and you can see here I run my guys almost into a phalanx, but I managed to pull out in time, draw my opponent's cav, and chase them and get them bogged down into the fight, where my urbans can assist my cavalry. At this stage I still have some cav returning from routing, and I'm trying to do my best here to just sort of help my flanks out. So you can see these Iberian infantry now starting to rout on my left flank. I freed that up a little bit, and my opponent's cav just completely routing due to the consistent fire of my archers. So it's definitely looking good. You can see here my opponent's cav got spread out across the battle line, which is exactly what I wanted. So now their effectiveness has been pretty much quelled. These sacred bands are now using their secondary swords to try and attack my urban cohorts, but my urban cohorts are just going to prove too tough for those guys. I'm going to start routing out of there, and now you can see he's trying to charge into my units here, but I'm just going to be able to clean up his cavalry very nicely here. So as you saw, I somehow managed to look at these guys now. They're going to get charged from the back with sacred bands. Definitely not a pretty sight. But yeah, I was able to sort of spread them across the battle line. You can see there are a lot of horse bodies all over the battle line, and that's what pretty much destroyed his cav. But now I'm not in a particularly good place either, seeing that he has so many of these sacred band hoplites alive. They are facing my archers, so it's not too good. And again, huge micro mistakes on my part here. But I am going to throw a Pila and look at these arrows coming in, hitting these sacred band hoplites, but none of them actually die, which is kind of surprising, even though it was a side shot. But anyway, I do have some cav left, and they were chasing my opponent's routing units, who have come back now, but they're way too far away from the battle. And I'm going to prematurely charge into my opponent's units here. He doesn't even turn around. Now he does, and grabs that unit. And I think that Praetorian cav unit is going to start routing. Indeed it does. But I'm trying to move my archers around to the sides to be able to get some shots off. My Roman archers have actually been routed completely by my opponent's slingers. This slinger unit has sort of been just lying there. And I'm just going to push my archer auxilia forward. I need to be focusing all my arrow fire right now on the infantry fight, not on his units. So here we are, still trying to get that advantage, but then he uses his cav excellently here, and look at that, gets 2 wavering units at once. That was an a Praetorian cav, not too much of a problem, but now there the enemy general dies with that cavalry charge. So a very close Roman versus Carthage battle. Skyrus 1000, great game, man. I don't know if you will ever watch this, but if you do, good game. I definitely enjoyed it. As you guys saw, I'm still very rusty, but I'm going to be trying to play more games, simply because just Rome is so much fun. And there I just do a final charge on these slingers, and he still has one more there. I don't know if I'll turn around and target them.
Victory is ours.
He just goes ahead and admits defeat. But yeah, good game to my opponent. I hope you guys enjoyed this Rome versus Carthage battle number 2 of my Return to Rome series. You can see that my opponent definitely had a little bit more men than I did, but I managed to somehow pull it out of the bag. I think the main factors were the archer supremacy and the fact that I sort of nerfed his cav advantage by spreading them across my line. And I did that by running my Praetorian cav through my lines and then towards his other flank, so his cav sort of chased me between the lines and got pinned down and killed. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Remember to hit that like and that favorite button, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Take care, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.